Okay. So we're gonna just kind of stir this goat cheese in and then just melt it down. This still going good over there, Casey?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, now this is where it starts to cream up. This smells amazing. Can you smell this yet?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh, so good. Casey, when you get your own kitchen someday, when you move out, we're gonna have to do cooking shows at your house.
Definitely.
We'll still be doing these by then. Yeah. I mean, you've got what? 2 more years left of school?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're what? You're a sophomore now.
Yeah, I'm a sophomore now. I'll be a junior next year.
Yeah. We got plenty of time. We're still gonna be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the ricotta cheese. Now for the ricotta cheese, you're probably gonna want about a half a cup. Whoops. I just splattered it everywhere. Sorry. All right. Half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, right around there. All right, and that's gonna cook down with the goat cheese. Now remember, this is just on medium heat, so you wanna just keep that going. And then once that gets melted down, this is gonna be a nice cheesy sauce, guys. It's just gonna be wonderful. How you doing over there, kid?
I got a couple more after this.
Couple more. All right, that's good. That's good. I tell you what, guys, this is the funnest ever, is to have your family get together and just have some fun in the kitchen. Make up a recipe if you want. You don't have to, go by one, especially when you're cooking. Just go get something as far as like just some ingredients out of your pantry and do a whole make whatever. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
I do this one thing called clean out the refrigerator soup. Have you guys ever done that before? It's so fun. You start off with a base like this, okay? Or like in a big stock pot. I always start off with onions and peppers because you can't go wrong with onions and peppers, right? Or just onions. And I always add some garlic to it and then I start building. The stuff in the fridge gets cut up and it gets put in there. I go ahead and I add some stock to it, or I may make like a little creamy roux with just flour and butter. Do you know what a roux is?
No.
Have you ever heard of a roux?
No.
All right, a roux, for any of you that need to know, you put some butter in the bottom of your pan, like half a stick. You get your onions in there, or if you don't want to use onions right away, you don't have to. And you get that butter melted, and then you put like 3 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons of, depending on how much soup you want to make, of flour right in your pan. Yeah? And then you stir it, and it kind of all balls up. So then after you make your roux, then you just add whatever you want and you stir it up, and then you just keep building your soup as you go. But it's phenomenal. And you put in whatever you want. That's the greatest part. All right, so Casey, you pretty much finished up your chicken, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and heat this oil up. I'm gonna put it on high at first. Let me put this out of your way so you don't knock it out of the way, because I'm famous for making messes. So made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We've cleaned it up. We've rallied here. All right. So I have so far in my sauce, we're letting this heat up, and then Casey's gonna go ahead and start frying the chicken. All right. So far we can smell this now, huh?
It's so good.
It smells so good. They're gonna be so impressed with us. They're gonna want you cooking their dinner every night.
Oh man.
I know. Look what you got yourself into.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got the ricotta cheese. We've got the goat cheese in here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of cream. Now, I just buy cream and then keep it in these mason jars because it's so much easier to get at. And you don't have to worry about if you open the container up and it doesn't have one of those screw tops. Sometimes they get the ones that look like a milk carton. Then you just, you always have that gunk at the top. It's nasty. So I just keep them in mason jars and you can just shake it up and it really gets combined well. So I'm gonna add heavy cream to this. And you're just gonna eyeball it until it looks good. I'm gonna use the whole thing. Yummy! That's gonna go in the sink because I'll wash that out and reuse it for the next one. And then we're just gonna let this slowly cook. Now I'm gonna reduce my heat down to low. And then we're just gonna kind of incorporate this all together. And all the fats are gonna kind of just cook and boil together. And then the last ingredient is the basil. And I use the stir-in paste Casey, did you hadn't seen this until today?
Yeah, I hadn't.
Cause she's like that and smells familiar, and I'm like, well, tomato soup. Oh yeah.
I'm not an expert on herbs, so it surprised me.
You'll become an expert. So we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons.
It looks
See?
So weird.
Doesn't it look weird? All it is crushed basil. Do you want to pop that back in the fridge for me? All right. And then this is just gonna get stirred in. Now you just want to do this lightly. Don't hurry it, okay? All right, this looks beautiful. All right, Casey, go ahead. Your tongs are here. I'm gonna teach you a little trick. In, out.
Okay.
Aren't these cool? Get a pair of tongs that do that. All right, it's so handy. All right, so go ahead, pick up your tongs and start laying in the chicken.
Okay.
All right. If you need any assistance, you let me know, but I bet you won't need any.
Alright.
Good?
Yep.
So we haven't got the oil's just starting to heat up, and that's what you want to do. Put them in when it just starts to heat. That way it won't backsplash at you, okay? Because once it starts to fry, then what you're going to do is you're going to reduce your heat down to medium, and you're going to keep it at medium, and you're just going to fry them at medium, okay? Ooh, yummy. All right, so we're gonna just keep going. We're gonna keep frying the chicken. We're gonna keep making the sauce. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and then we'll be able to start assembling this stuff together. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Splash it.
All right. There, that's good. I think that will probably be good for now.
Do we just keep the other ones?
Yeah, keep that one, those out, and then when these are done, then we'll put those other ones in when these are done. Perfect, Case. Good job. Excellent job. All right, how are we doing with our pasta? Let's test it out. Ooh, I think this is done.
This smells so good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Put it on the cold counter.
So do we just kind of let these sit?
Yep.
Just moving them a bit.
I think this is gonna be just right. Feels a little tough, but not bad.
It looks soft.
Yeah. Want to taste a little bit of it or no?
Sure.
Taste it and let me know. Does that have a little bit of like a crunch to it? Not a crunch, but
Yeah. It's good.
okay. All right, so we're gonna go back online, and we're gonna say that pasta is done. All right, everybody, we're back. We're still cooking, all right? But we just checked our pasta, and it is at that al dente stage, which it's been, probably what, 6 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Maybe since it started boiling. And I want you guys to see it. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Woo! So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna turn that off. We're gonna drain it, okay? Then we're gonna get it under some cold water to stop the cooking. Because we're not eating this right away. If we were eating it right away, I would just like drain it and let it set with some, toss it in some olive oil. But we want it to stop cooking because we've gotta reheat this. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna drain it, we're gonna rinse it under some cold water to stop the cooking, and then we're gonna keep frying, and then we're gonna put everything together. So we'll be right back.